took off. As you know, the dragon is heading for East Haven. It's going to take the dragon approximately an hour and a half to get to East Haven. I will bring you guys over to the map, in which I have put some times on the map for how long it's going to take you to get places. Because the wolves travel, if you push them, at about 5 miles an hour. If you push them for more than 4 hours straight, which you can do, I will have to ask you to start making handling checks, which will be resolved with dexterity saves. Because the wolves, as undead creatures, can continue to go and go and go, but you, as mere mortals, heroes though you are, um, may need to make sure that you're keeping a handle on the reins, as it were. All right, so you guys will be represented by the giant sled on the map and the dragon, who I've already put halfway to East Haven as a head start on. East Haven is about 6.5 hours away per the roads, which is the fastest and safest way for you to get anywhere at this point on the sleds. Bryn Shander is a full 9 hours away, and Caer Dineval is actually 8.1 hours, but I was nice and I rounded down and is 8 hours away. The dragon will take approximately 8 hours to level East Haven. So you could get there in about hour 6.
Here's a thought. Why don't we? I mean, I assume the green arrows are the path that the dragon is going to take.
Correct.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go to Caer Dineval and just intercept it there? I know we're kind of sacrificing East Haven, but if we're getting there in hour 6, it's not much time.
Just hear the cold wind blow by your face, Novakri, as you say this. No one responds to you.
No, I'm thinking that's why it's a good thing that we're on here, because then you can't smell the burning.
Hey, I'm just getting over COVID. I want everybody else to suffer now.
And from Goodmead, you have this marked as 8 hours to Dineval, right?
Dineval is 8 hours, yes. If you go straight up the up marked by the dotted line. I'm just getting a series of texts from Dolan, who just got booted out of everything apparently.
Need to let her know we expect a better internet connection from her new house.
All right. And just for shits and gigs, really, I think the other thing to say is, Kevin, are you here with us?
He's muted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so literally the dragon will be in East Haven in an hour and a half. So you guys obviously will be kind of doggedly chasing after it. But if it gets there in an hour and a half, and then it's going to take 8 hours for it to destroy it, it'll basically have like a 2 or 3 hour head start to destroy East Haven. You guys do know, you guys do, but I mean, you guys could kind of get there right in the middle of the thick of things. You also know that East Haven is one of the more defensible towns in 10 towns. Actually has like a fairly decent standing militia. It doesn't have the walls that Bryn Shander has, but it definitely has some fortifications in which at least there would be like some posts from which people could try to mount a defense against a flying creature that's raining destruction over their city, kind of thing. So it's a bit more than just like an open space like Goodmead was.
My
So,
What?
and just as a heads up, along to sort of further that thought, it would have taken the dragon, if you guys had given like no like countermeasures or whatever, about 1 hour to destroy all of Goodmead, like just level it. So that's the sort of difference in size and population and whatnot between East Haven and Goodmead.
So here's a question: if we go straight to Cair Dineval, that's an 8-hour trip for us. How long would we have? Because I'm not following all the math before the dragon gets to Dineval.
All right, so it would at a total of I'm just looking. So if you guys went straight to Cair Dineval, it would take the dragon an hour to get from East Haven to Cair Dineval. So that's another hour. 8 hours to destroy East Haven. So that's 9 hours. And then an hour and a half from Goodmead to East Haven. So 10 and a half hours. It would take you 8 hours. What was the math I just did? It would take you 8 hours. So you would basically have a 2.5 hour waiting period before the dragon showed up.
All right, so here's my
Or
thought.
fortification period.
Well, here's my thought process on it. Some of us don't need uh, a short rest. We're good to go. At least I am right now. But is that enough for some people to get like a long rest? I don't think so, right?
Not because of the travel you would have to do.
But even the 2.5 hours there waiting, that still wouldn't be considered a long rest, correct?
Correct. The 8 hours is at a minimum. I think you could say 6.5 to 7 would maybe be allowable, but 8 hours is the norm.
All right. So the problem that we have then is, if we chase it, and we do damage to it and it runs away, we have to keep chasing it, and eventually we're just going to run out of gas. So do we try to chase it down to East Haven and before it completely destroys East Haven and try to wreck it there and be done with it, or do we try to head it off at Cair Dineval because it's going to have already pretty much leveled East Haven almost completely by the time we get there?
We have it on the run. Let's go.
Who the whole party would know this, that when you guys last were near Cair Dineval, you were headed up to Cair Konig, the town that's further north from there.
Yeah.
And that was where the whole issue with the Thieves Guild and the Black Swords were having that issue, and the sort of castle on the hill in Cair Dineval like exploded, and somebody shot out into the sky on. I don't know if anybody was able to see the person or the thing that shot out of the sky from there, but that was the last thing you saw in Cair Dineval, was a giant explosion in like the castle keep that was there.
I'm not sure how that helps us right now.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just giving you some history in case you had forgotten. That's all.
Like I said, my biggest my biggest concern is that if we chase it down to East Haven, it's already going to be well into destroying it. It won't be completely destroyed, but by the time we get there, it's going to be well on its way. If we run it to Cair Dineval and try to head it off there, we still can't get in a long rest. And if every time we meet up with it, if we do enough damage and it just runs off, we're just going to keep chasing this thing. And like I said, we're going to eventually run out of steam ourselves. We can't go anymore. So I'm not entirely sure what the best plan of action would be at that point.
With death. So yeah, I mean, it's a doozy. You guys have a real pickle, a real Icewind Dale pickle in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can hope that messages have gone out. And
You know that they have. When you guys got to Goodmead, people were like mounting. People were like Like the druids were locking themselves in the mead hall for whatever reason. Hector tied himself to a tree, and the rest of the town like disembarked just before the dragon arrived. So you
So
know the word is out.
okay, so I mean, I feel like us continuing to damage it, because clearly we were doing something. Like, it didn't want to waste time. Like, it literally stopped attacking this town because we were damaging it. If we can continue to chase it, continue to try to damage it, then it will be going to another town, which hopefully will have had some fortifications or something at this point. So as opposed to us going in a direction it's not going in, like, I mean, for resting, I'm pretty good. I didn't do much, and my hit points look not horrible. I think for resting, the only person who really needs to rest is Navakri at this point. Yeah. So maybe we could try to figure out a way that Navakri could rest. Maybe, what's her name? Belen can ride Navakri. Navakri can and ride Navakri to, where we're going, and Navakri can like take an 8-hour nap. And we can continue to try to do something against this dragon, just so that it can be weakened by the time it gets someplace, and hopefully it will meet some resistance there as well. And we can at least stop it from decimating entire towns.
So I'll give you guys this. With the concept of rest and a character specifically taking a rest on an arduous dog sled ride that's gonna take a full 8 hours. There will be 1 or 2 dog sled handling checks that somebody will have to make if Navakri is just on the sled. And if you make the checks, then the rest can occur. If you don't make the checks, then it will be a failed effort, and it will not be a full rest.
Well, can't he just set up his little
hut?
Don't you have like that tent thing? Can't you just put it on one of the sleds?
It's stationary. It doesn't move.
Yeah, stationary on the sled.
The sled is not 10 by 10.
Damn, it was worth a shot.
It was worth. I was going to be like, is it? Wait a minute. We'll have to go and review the videotape on this. And the earth is moving.
We can just build a 10 by 10 platform.
Actually, Kevin, I think you just made that spell 1,000 times more fun for a DM. Just be like, yeah, sure, go ahead in your hut. If you come out 8 hours earlier, you're going to be somewhere else in the world because it's turning. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
or it moved you into a volcano.
You're middle of the ocean. I can't swim. Damn it, hut.
You're just floating in space. Yeah, we're probably fucked. I feel like we need to stop this shit at East Haven.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but the problem is it's going to do that no matter where we go.
Right, exactly.
But if we can get to Caradinaval,
what it can destroy on its way to wherever we are. Like, if we're the thing that's stopping it from continuing to destroy towns, then that's what we are.
Well,
so one of us is going to die first, either it or us.
Tom, what's the travel time from East Haven to Caradinaval?
East Haven to Caradinaval. Let me pull it back up. Nope, that's the wrong thing to click on. That's the wrong thing to click on. Come on, where did everybody's journal go?
Looks like it's a little over 2 hours, according to if it's 8 hours from Goodmead to Cairdenivall and 6 hours to East Haven.
Well, so no, the difference is this is the crossroads right here. That you're just a straight line to Cairdenivall, whereas East Haven you got to go up and then turn right and go along the east way to the right. So I know everybody has the where is everybody's journal? I don't know where everybody's journals just went. Can you guys see that at the top of your screen in the journals? Is the timetable still there? I don't know why I don't know why it's not here anymore. Hey, I'll pull it up. Hold on. Uh, all right, I'm looking at one right now where were you trying to get to? Sorry, Chris. I just had to find it.
Me, but the question was the travel time travel from East Haven to Denival.
Okay, so that's about 9 hours, give or take.
Jeez. So, I mean, look at it this way. We go to East Haven 6.5, 6.2 hours. It's been there, the dragon's been there being an absolute, douchebag for about 6 hours before we get there and ruin its party. It flies off, goes to Cairdenivall, hour and a half, and it's going to take us 9 hours to get from East Haven to Cairdenivall. By that time, yeah, Cairdenivall is going to be a toast. It's going to move to Cair Konig, another hour, and probably 6 hours to Cair Konig. I mean, we're if we go to East Haven, we're going to be behind the eight ball the entire time.
Or
Yeah, I say we head to Denival. And just try and put an end to the dragon right then and there.
And we can do what we can maybe get some siege weapons or fortifications or something preparations.
Yeah, I think with Cair Denival is going to be the same as what we had in Goodmead. Where we're just going to have to take a spot where we can try to reach it, up on top of the roof or something.
the other thing you can think about too is, and I'm just looking at the map right now. If you're trying to come up with effectively a collateral damage concept, you guys could always ride all the way out to Bremen, rest, or try to get as much rest as you can on the way or there, and then you could chase the dragon back to Brinchander. But that means that the top 4 towns at East Haven are toast because you can't get there.
Yeah, and our inn is in Tourmaline, so is it in Tourmaline?
No, Lonelywood. So it's as far away from you as it possibly could be right now. I mean, if you guys had that like Phantom Steed thing again and you hadn't burnt the spell, could be there, but you know. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
I'm not hating that idea, Thomas.
Listen, I'm just saying that like if one of the concepts you guys have is to rest,
Right.
so that you get topped off on spells and stuff like that, and you don't want to risk driving a cart off of the road into the snow and it just being a failed attempt, you could always just go somewhere and rest. But you're kissing towns goodbye if you do that.
Well, I mean, we're already kissing East Haven goodbye.
I feel like
Dude's hole is gone.
and definitely if we chase behind this dragon, we are literally behind the dragon hours, and then that compounds.
Mm-hmm.
Every town the dragon goes to, we're even further behind.
You could effectively try to aid in East Haven, maybe thwart the destruction of one of the larger towns, and then just head to Brinchander.
And it gets to East Haven. How long is it in East Haven before we can get there?
So it's there for about 2 or 3 hours before you get there, but it's going to take a full 8 hours for it to destroy the city.
Okay.
So, do you want to do East Haven and then shoot across to Targos or Bremen?
Well, if it's 8 hours to destroy that place, and we're going to get there after 2 or 3 of it being there, that means we still have 5 hours of trying to stop this thing. And we did a pretty good amount.
It runs away.
Yeah.
Or
So we just dissuade it. It leaves again. East Haven is fine-ish.
There's just one thing I'm hoping out of all of this, and that is this dragon allows me to wrap up a loose end, and that means it flies to Lonelywood and destroys Lonelywood and kills Zahir, and then I never have to worry about this character that's somehow out in the world that may have to come back.
Should I ask the backstory behind this?
No. Zahir, like we had a party member who, just because of his schedule, couldn't go on, and he decided to run the inn. But I've always been like trying to come up with a way that he comes back in the story, because I love that there's like it's a living world and there's somewhere out there. But I also hate having this person out there that I have to think about that I don't have to think about. So,
so you're gonna kill him by a dragon? Cool.
Exactly.
Nice. That really makes my hiatus feel safe.
Well, he's been hanging on since this adventure started, and that's been some months. So
okay.
No worries.
Got it. Deadline.
So, East Haven or Caradinaval? If we do Caradinaval, we can kind of get ahead of it, hit that, then Caer-Konig. But the thing is, if we can't stop it at Caer-Konig, then we're way behind the 8 ball.
Right.
But if we hit East Haven, stop whatever we can there, then scooch over to Targos or Bremen while it's ravaging the top.
What about the Lonely Wood?
So
East Haven to the Lonely Wood.
So that's, if you leave East Haven, you're looking at what, 6, 10, 13, like somewhere between 13 and 15 hours. I'm ballparking. And that's going to start being a lot of ride checks after a while to get there.
Okay, so it's further to get to the Lonely Wood from East Haven than Bremen.
Yes. Yeah. Lonelywood is about the farthest away from anything on this side as it possibly can be. I think maybe Caer-Konig is further away than anything else, but that's it.
Yeah, we did think about location whenever we did our inn.
Well, it was a free house. I mean, it wasn't exactly terrible.
Which is why
the location had nothing to do with it. It was just like, hey, here you go. It's like, okay. Just like we have interest in the mine in Tourmaline.
It is true. It is true.
So
We
what are
have
we
the
doing?
force of kobolds that are holed up there now.
Well, I think they were trying to help the town out. The town was a little put off by them, but when you left, it seemed like everyone was trying to, work things out.
Yeah, they were gonna live there and they were gonna help out. So we have allies with the kobolds. We have allies with the dwarves. We have allies with at least one of the barbarian tribes. It's just trying to muster all this shit right now is a pain in the ass. But for like personal interest, our group has the inn in Lonelywood, the mine in Tourmaline, and the mead supply from Goodmead.
Oh, yeah. No, listen, you guys were starting to build your little empire. I just happened to throw a construct dragon into the middle of it, bent on destruction.
How far to Tourmaline?
It's about 2 hours shorter distance than Lonelywood, so it's still a long way. I bounced off the screen for a little bit, but you got to remember that. Yeah,
I'm thinking, with our conversation, I've kind of adjusted my thought process to, since we have so much time in East Haven, we try to catch it there, and put it down in East Haven, and if it runs, then we head over to Bryn Shander, so that, because at that point we're going to need rest. As much as we have personal interest in several of the towns along the way, there's nothing that we can do. That's my thought process.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it might be Caer Dineval, then Caer Koenig, whatever we can do for that, and then Bryn Shander. I'm kind of leaning that way in terms of, like, if we can't defeat it by Caer Koenig, I mean, there's not really much we can do either way. And it's like,
Well,
we
if
could
we-
either
if
try...
we-
I was just going to say, it's like we could try East Haven, Caer Dineval, Caer Koenig, or we could just try Dineval Koenig, but I feel like once we get to that point, we have to have either defeated it or we're just trying to save Bryn Shander at that point, and the majority
If
of
we
stuff.
do, if
Kevin,
we do
I will
East Haven,
say
we're never going to catch it to Caer Dineval, because we're gonna have. It's going to take. You said what, like 9 something hours to go from East Haven to Caer Dineval?
That
well,
will
it's
do
gonna.
the rest.
no.
So
So Chris is right that, like, if you guys face the dragon in East Haven, and then it takes off for Caer Dineval, you're never going to catch it at Caer Dineval. You might be able to, but it's probably right as it finishes destroying. No, it won't. No, the travel time won't. And so even if you try to beat it to Caer Koenig, the amount of time it will take to get there, it's impossible. I'm just going to say it's impossible if you're going to try to do that. You would either be able to do Caer Dineval, and if not stopping it, if you can't stop it there, maybe get to Caer Koenig to fight it again there. And if you don't stop it, then it's going to Lonelywood, and you're just going to have to pick somewhere else to go. Or you could do East Haven, and then you basically have to kiss the 2 Caers goodbye.
If we can't, definitely if we can't get it by Caer Koenig, it's going to take off toward Tourmaline, and we're never going to catch it because we're going to have to backtrack all the way back down through Bryn Shander, or try to go over rough terrain, which is going to take even more time and possible
Encounters.
random encounters.
Yeah, I don't think we should go to Caer Dineval or Caer Koenig. I think we dissuade it from East Haven, and I think it's really important that Navakri is able to rest. So we get to Bryn Shander or Bremen, somewhere over there, and rest, and then be able to at least protect Bryn Shander. And I don't know how important Targos is or how important Bremen is to this entire thing, but at least be able to protect those guys. So we're gonna have to sacrifice 4 places to save essentially the rest, potentially.
also, I love how diplomatic you made this sound. We're going to try to dissuade the dragon from destroying East Haven. We're going to dissuade him.
With arrows to the face.
With arrows to the face.
So-
Typical diplomacy in action.
So, yeah, you would be thinking of heading all the way out to Bremen to set up at that point.
I think we should go to East Haven, and if we can't finish him there, then we head, toward whether it be we stop at Brinchander, go into Targos, or move on to Bremen. Well, the dragon makes its circle around through Dinival and Koenig and Tourmaline, and then Lonelywood, and then to Bremen. Because this way, if we haven't finished it by East Haven, we're gonna definitely be out. We're gonna need rest and everything like that, and we won't be able to catch it. So if we can stop it in East Haven, that's the most desirable. But if we can't do that, we'll have damaged it more, and then we figure whether we stop it. Well, it takes off to Caer Dinival. We head to the other direction and go to Brinchander, Targos, or Bremen, and hole up there and get caught up on rest and replenishing whatever we can. It's particularly spells and whatnot. And unfortunately, I can't see going up to Caer Dinival for the same reason. If we can't beat it there, by the time it takes us to get out of Caer Dinival and head down to Brinchander, we're not making up any time. So I'm thinking East Haven, try to take the dragon out there. If he's a bitch and runs away, then we head over the route of Brinchander and try to meet up with it along that way. That way we, like I said, we can fit in that rest as well. Because otherwise we're gonna be burnt and we're not gonna have anything.
I already don't have anything.
Well, that's the thing. You're already. But I don't think it's a good idea to abandon East Haven altogether and just say we're gonna go straight to Brinchander, especially if we have the opportunity to take it down, because we did some pretty decent damage to it when we met it in Goodmead, and not all of us got shots off on it.
It would give me another opportunity to attempt to earthbind it again. I mean, it's not likely, but maybe worth the try.
That's my vote. East Haven, try to stop it, and if we can't, head out toward Brinchander that way and set up shop in one of those towns there.
I agree.
I'll second that.
Yeah. Third it.
All right, let's go.
All right. You guys start driving your wolf sleds. I just hit refresh on Roll20, so let's see how long this takes. Because all of a sudden I had stuff that just, like, I didn't have access to creatures anymore. So, yay! All right, so you guys make it up. So again, it's going to take you guys a bit of time to get up there. As you get on the road, you guys can feel the sort of the storm starting to build. It still hasn't reached you guys yet, but as I had said at the end of last session, the snow had begun starting to fall. And Dolan, no checks necessary at this point. In fact, anybody with survival, no checks necessary. You guys start to see that there is one hell of a storm brewing that has moved its way down from the sea of moving ice. You guys take the trip. As you guys get here to the crossroads and see East Haven out on the horizon, you shouldn't be able to see it. It's nighttime. Darkness has fallen, but you can see light, like more light than you should be able to see from the city, and you realize that the dragon must already be there, raining down with its breath. As you make the right-hand turn and start racing towards East Haven, you start having to dodge groups of people, as people have been evacuating East Haven for quite some time and are traveling west along the Eastway to get to Brinchander for safety and as you sort of pass them, you can hear some of them start to like put up like a cheer, like the heroes of 10 towns. They're going to save us. They're going to fight the dragon. Others of them are like, you hear people like saying, sit, like, just save yourself. Don't go there. There's only death there. If you guys want to try to interact with any of them, even just like, we agree.
We agree. There's only death there. The dragons.
Well, I think we're more the hero of 6
Got 'em.
towns.
Whoa, hold on.
Well,
Let's
it's
not
9
get ahead
towns
of
right
ourselves.
The heroes of 10 towns that said fuck you to some of the 10 towns.
8, 3, of...
We're going to do a
Ice.
Sesame Street episode on counting backwards and collateral damage. All
10
right.
towns gone is now just Bryn Shander.
All right. So you guys continue to race forward. You're closing in on East Haven. As you get closer to the city, the sort of caravans and the sort of groups of people that you were passing start to lessen and lessen, and you see that whatever forces that are left in the city are trying to rally and try to battle it. You do see there are some stanchions and some sort of like fortification works that are around the city that you had noticed before, and I will pull up the map of East Haven. However, I have a map of East Haven that for this battle we will go to, but first I want to show you where you are battling. Come on, where is it? Nope, that's not it. There it is. All right, you guys should see East Haven. You guys are going to be coming in this way from the sort of southwestern side. Throughout the town, there are large enough buildings. There are some walls, etc., that you can sort of climb atop. And as you start to close in, you see that there are, in fact, militia members that have taken up positions on rooftops. There are groups that are sort of patrolling the streets, trying to set up fortification units where if the dragon touches down, that they could rush in and try to take care of it, or try to like fend it off as best they can. A lot of the town is not completely razed at this point, but a lot of the town is on fire, and you hear just like people screaming, the wails of people caught in like burning buildings trying to get out. It's a shit show. That's the best way I'm going to describe it. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys to a map, and then we'll take it from there. That is not the map I wanted to bring you guys to. Sorry, everybody. And there is no map. What the fuck is going on with Roll20 tonight? Come on. There we go. All right. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. There is no, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Chris, you got to say it again. You're breaking up.
Fire.
All right. There are a number of buildings on fire. There's a space right here that is open that you can move through without fear of being set on fire. There's a building to the right that looks like the side has been blasted out. And there are a series of other buildings all over the place, some of them in good repair, some of them not. Overhead in the darkness, you hear like the swooping of wings as the dragon shrieks over again, veering around to come back. How do you guys want to try to set up before we actually? You know what? Let's just get some initiative rolls up there and see what's going on. Everybody should be on it, so I think you can just click an update as is necessary.
I'm not there.
You're not on the list, or you're not on
The map.
You're not on the map. You're right. You are not on the map. Let me go somewhere. Let me go somewhere and find you. Hold, please.
Good roll, Kev.
Oh, I see green. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. All right, Novako, you are right there. Copy. There you are. And controlled by X. Novako, you should have control of yourself. Yes?
Yep.
Wow, I got the exact same initiative again. Fantastic.
That works for us.
Shut up. All right. Has everybody updated their? Or no, I'll just go through and do it. Ziada had a 20. Actually, it's probably higher than that. Oh no, initiative +6. Oh no, +0. Oh shit. Okay. Rothgar got a 16. Harvest got Harvest. What did he?
16 as well.
16. Okay. I'm gonna guess that you probably have a higher dex than Rothgar. I don't know why this is doing
Probably.
this. Thank you. 16. Okay. Oh, I gotta roll that again. Watch. I bet you this is gonna be super. Yeah, of course. All right. Villain has a 22. Novakri, what did you get?
21.
21.
21. Okay. What did Loki get?
He's on there with a 9.
A 9. Oh, did you already put him on there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry. Get rid of that. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Everybody already took care of their shit. Sorry. I was adding things and I didn't have to. All right. So I think that's everybody. So we will go descending.
I'm not. Oh,
Oh, no, you're not. Why am I not seeing add turn on you? Oh, because it's at the top and you weren't on the screen. That's why.
That's one thing that's really irritating. That it's just like, and if they're on
Yeah.
the right, like
Yeah.
over
How can
to
you
the
not
right of the
scroll?
screen,
Like, yeah,
you get
it's
it,
frustrating.
and like if you hit the object, it'll be all the way down at the bottom, and then you can't, like, it doesn't, like, it scrolls out, but then you try and move the mouse, and then the scroll goes away because it's like, whoa, that's too far. It's like, that can't. Okay.
Fucking
guess we're moving.
All right. Before we do anything, everybody give me a perception check. Looking for 15 or higher. Anybody gets a 15 or higher?
Got a 15.
Nice. I see 2 people with higher. Ziada just misses it. How about Loki? Definitely not. I don't care what his perception is with a 2, doesn't get it. So 2 of you hear screaming coming from this building down here. It sounds like a female voice that's crying for help. Help me! Help! And we will go with Velin because she is first, and Velin's kind of backs up. Velin kind of goes over here and ducks into the shadows because that's what she likes to do. All right, it goes to Novakri. Novakri, what do you want to do?
The dragon snow isn't in sight, right?
The dragon just swooped out of sight. Yes.
Okay, so I am. Is there like a vantage point I can get to?
So any of the like the little snowdrifts that you see, like here or over here or over here, basically there's walls associated with them that you could try to scale and get on top of. Um, for the purpose of this map, most of these buildings have kind of been blasted open, but you could attempt an athletics check to get up on top, and we can estimate how far up you can get to sort of get a good vantage point on it. Additionally, there's a cart and a couple buildings at the south of the map that look like they're still intact that you could probably climb up and get on top of.
Okay, one moment.
It also looks like there are some buildings on the right side, but you can't kind of see it through the smoke and the sort of fog that's going on right now.
Here's a quick question: how big is the dragon?
The dragon is huge, so he is what is he? He's one, two, three, so 15 by 15.
And I'm
When you
gonna
get a
ready.
chance, I know you can't see it right now, but I put a picture in Discord, wondering if that's what it looks like.
Hold on, let me see. I'll see if I can. That's so if you can picture that dragon with like the destroyer's face that I posted like last week, that's it. I actually have a picture I'm going to show you guys of it this week as you encounter it. So you'll see, but that's pretty damn cool. That's kind of I like that one. I like that one too.
Okay, I'm gonna ready my laser rifle and take a shot at it if it gets within 100 feet of me.
Okay. And just you would know this because the party was basically like letting you know this last time. Loki has a quiver on his side with limited ammunition because there were a lot of pot shots taken last week that didn't score, but that provides +1 munitions. The dragon has resistance to radiance, so you can shoot your rifle and try to hit it, but if you hit it, it's only going to do half damage because it is resistant to radiant damage.
Well, that just sucks.
I You're fighting a fucking dragon
One sec.
Yeah, with lasers.
with
It-
lasers.
He did it on purpose.
Lasers.
So here's the thing. I didn't even I like when you guys found the laser rifle, I was like, oh my god. And then Novaku started hitting things with it, and I went, oh my god, that thing's fucking awesome. And then I looked at this dragon and went, oh, it's not so awesome anymore. That's I like that, but
Yeah, all right, Tom. Sure. You had an issue with the laser rifle, and you wanted to fuck her with it.
listen, the laser rifle has
All of a
limited
sudden,
shots. The laser
radiant.
rifle, I can't even speak. Laser rifle has limited shots, and so it's only going to be in this fiction for a hot minute.
Okay, I guess when it comes within 60 feet, I'll try to toss a mine sliver at it.
Okay, it's resistant to those two. No, I'm kidding. Actually, is it resistant to psychic? No, it's not. Damn it.
Also, a lot of the issue that we were having was that it wasn't really even coming within 60 feet most of the time. So we ended up having to kind of shoot at it with disadvantage with the bow and arrow. Because you still have, I think we went over 150 feet.
Yep.
Check.
Well, unfortunately, all my range stuff is spells or a laser blaster.
Listen, if you let's say you like, what is the laser blaster? It's 2d8, isn't it?
The rifle is 3d8.
It's so. I mean, even on a miss, you could still do a shit ton of damage, and on a crit, you're going to do a crap ton of damage with that. So, yeah, it's going to be reduced, but at the same rate, Dolan had eagles that were attacking it last time and doing damage, even though it wasn't like penetrating fully.
We'll see.
All right, so you move there. You ready a mind sliver. You're like, I'm gonna spear it with my mind. Who's next? It goes to Ziada. Ziada, what are you gonna do?
Okay. First, I'm gonna clarify that it's not 150. It's 320. So 80, 320.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that that's when disadvantage started, and I think that was with the longbow started at 150 or something like that.
Might be because I just know it was something where it was like, specifically for this, it's like, all right,
Yes.
320, 80, 320, and so we don't see this thing, so it's kind of something where it's like, does it seem like this, like I could jump through the fire, like protecting myself, or?
Yeah, so you can get through this section, no problem. This section, you could try to tumble through there. I'd say give me either a dex or an acrobatics, like a dex saving throw in acrobatics. You could decide which one you want, and if you score high enough, nothing happens. If you score like not high enough, something happens, and if you roll a 1, maybe something really bad happens. But you could do that. And if you could come up with some cool way to go through there, I'm happy to listen to that as well. But that's what you've got right there. You've also got the street that leads up this way that there is no fire on at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll go this way a bit. If I go over here, is there anything I can... I know you were talking about climbing, and I think it was from over here, not that Ziada heard it. But is there anything I could see that I could climb over on this side?
Yeah. So anywhere you see the white marks, which are basically like snow troughs, it's where the snow's been pushed away from the streets, and they're up against the sides of buildings.
Oh,
So you
okay,
could
yeah.
you could give me an athletics check and like climb up, say, 10, 15 feet. And then we'll roll a percentile die, and if you roll well, you'll be at the top. If not, you'd have to climb up a little more to get to the very top.
16.
16 is enough to get up, I'll say 15 feet. Roll me a d10 and pick high or low.
High.
All right. Yep. So you are about 15 feet up off the ground. You are at like either a perch on a window, or you could say it's the top of the building, and you have a clear vantage up into the night sky for anything coming your way.
All right, cool.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
The only other thing I would look to do is see if I could see anything. And if I could, then I would let people know.
Give me a perception check.
19.
19. Unfortunately, because of all the chaos, as you climb up there, you see again those like sort of droves of soldiers that are trying to like fortify positions. You see that like on other rooftops, you see like people who have set up with archers, and then you see like remnants of like further away from you in the darkness and through like the flickering of flames, like bodies laying on top of buildings where either the dragon has like grab somebody and toss them aside, or maybe like hit somebody and somebody try to dive off of something to save themselves, something higher to save themselves, and they just sort of like crush themselves on a rooftop. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Rothgar, you are up.
All right, so is this the rooftop?
No, so that's the inside of a building that's kind of been blasted open by the fire.
Okay.
The rooftops, we got to use a little theater of the mind right now, and they are.
But it's enough to. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they are. You basically like right behind you. There's an alleyway with like 2 walls that you could try to scale, and then you've also heard the sound of like a female's voice screaming.
And where was that?
I believe I said it was over here, correct?
No.
I thought
Oh,
you said
no, it was over.
there.
You're right. I'm sorry. That's right. It's over there.
And the dragon is not here at the moment.
You saw the dragon shadow like swoop overhead, but it is not where you are right now.
Well, I can't double move and get over here and try and help whoever's screaming, right?
Well, you could double move to get over there and assess the situation, but that would be all you could do. And if you're going to run through the fire, I would ask you to give me like a check if you're going to run right through this section. Otherwise, I mean, unless you've got something on that, like some asbestos or something, you're running through fire.
Well, how big of a wall of fire is it?
It's a fire. You're going to get burned if you don't make a check to sort of tumble through it.
All right, I'm gonna make a check to tumble through it and head straight over.
All right, I'm giving you options. You can either give me a deck save or you can give me an acrobatics.
Acrobatics it is.
All right, let's see it. The last time you had to roll something you weren't so good at, pretending to be someone. All right, with a 12, it's not high enough that you get through unscathed, but you don't also catch on fire. So you take where's my dice? Where's my dice? All right, you take 4 points of fire damage, but you are not set on fire. You just sort of scalded a bit as you run through. Where do you want to wind up? Perfect. As you get there, inside the building over here, you see what looks like a young elven woman who is trapped beneath some rubble that has collapsed on her. And you see her just sort of like struggling to get out from under it. And she sees you and she's like, help me, please. And I will put her on the map. If Roll20 will let me.
Not that I think that anybody's going to have a problem with this, but once we finally kill this dragon, I want the head mounted on the wall of the inn.
If we have an inn.
It can be rebuilt.
I was just worried that we were going to find out that Hrothgar is really racist against elves all of a sudden. Just be like, never mind.
I hope nobody has a problem with this, but
It's like, help me. Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly.
What?
It's like,
She just walks up and snaps her neck. Because someone's like, hey, what was that screaming? Nothing at all.
It's just a yelping of some animal.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
All right. This did not see that coming.
Keep moving.
All right.
This is not the dragon you're looking for.
Hrothgar, you double moved. Are you going to do anything else?
I don't think I can.
Okay. All right. It goes to Loki. What is Loki doing?
Well, isn't it Harvest
Yeah,
turn?
it doesn't go to Loki. It should have been
I'm sorry. It didn't update on the thing. So, yes, Harvest, your turn.
Thanks for letting me play, Tom.
You said hiatus. Starting soon. That's it.
You didn't say when.
So I immediately assigned it.
Well, I was gonna go to the Screaming Woman, but I have all the faith in Hrothgar that he can handle that situation.
And by handle, you mean murder an elf.
Yeah, well, that's what it ends up being. I'll find out later.
Whoa. How did you get there?
I moved. I double moved. Would you like me to roll?
No. As long as you went through this side over here, you can pass through that without a problem.
Sure. 5, 10, well. Yeah, I can definitely have gone that way. Okay.
Perfect. Just run out of town. Hey, everybody.
Hello, bitches. Hiatus.
I'm gonna help you from over here.
What do I see in this cart?
You see cabbages. You see a whole bunch of cabbages that mostly still look good because it's a really cold climate. In fact, you're shocked that there's cabbages here at all. You haven't seen a lot of green leafy vegetables in quite some time. There
When the
does
hell
not.
did you get the Earth Nation?
You nailed it. That's exactly what I thought of when I said it. But maybe it's an underground cabbage that the dwarves have been growing. Who knows? But that's what you see. You see a cart of cabbages.
Cool. I'm definitely gonna take a couple of the heads of cabbage.
Okay. Sort of stuff them in your shirt. Just
Yeah. Sure. I got a new rack. And then and a couple in my
classic
backpack.
harvest.
It's like Harvest, new spell or
They're
No,
natural.
I leveled up.
Natural
I've
influence.
noticed.
Taking some thanks for noticing.
All right. So you get there. You do some creative things with some vegetables. What else are you doing?
How did you make it worse?
I am I still don't see the dragon. Do I see the dragon?
You don't see the dragon.
Did I see what direction, north, south, east, or west, it hid around or went towards in the city?
Give me a perception check.
Got it.
11. Unfortunately, because of all of the stuff that's going on, the sort of tumultuousness of the scene, the adrenaline pumping and whatnot, and the shadows being like cast by the firelight in every direction, you cannot tell where the dragon is coming from.
Okay. Can I tell by what I see of the damage where the dragon was when he laid down fire here?
Well, you're going to guess that that this string of fire that's sort of like doing this right here
Okay.
is
Is going in
probably
that
like one of the ways he's gone. But where he's been, you know the tactics that this dragon has that he did not use effectively last time because of being harried by eagles and you guys, which is basically just fly back and forth, breathing fire down on the city and destroying it. You guys effectively thwarted that because he couldn't recharge his breath weapon. It looks like he's doing much better at recharging with this. So,
Do I see any other flying creatures in the sky?
with an 11, no, you do not.
Okay. And do I see any or hear any other people besides that one screaming woman?
Currently, you hear like people moving, like whether those are militiamen or maybe some civilians that for whatever reason couldn't flee or decided to try to stay and help. Like you hear like commotion coming from various different ways. As you kind of look around, you can see maybe like a person flit through one of the alleyways that you see around you, but they're not coming to like aid you or like to like attack you or anything. It just looks like people sort of like trying to like run for cover or duck from building to building kind of thing.
Gotcha. And that building that the cart is adjacent to, does it look like that building is scalable or that it's tall, or I would get a better vantage point if I were on top of that building?
You would have a better vantage point the way that Ziada currently does if you were to climb on top of it. Additionally, this building doesn't look like it has taken any structural damage from where you're at.
All right. Well, I don't have any more movement, and I guess stealing cabbages and tucking them away was my action. So I will continue next turn.
So just in case anyone ever listens to this and Kevin is still recording these, I know as the DM that I should not allow a player to double move and take an additional steal a cabbage action, but I think it's fun and rule of fun prevails sometimes. So, all right, now it is Loki's turn.
Did that do it though? Check. Good. All right, so Loki's gonna also try and get some vantage where he might be able to have some cover. Is this like a right here? Is that a street, like an alleyway?
Yes.
Okay. I think he's gonna try and climb up like this wall.
Okay, yeah. So this is. I'm sorry, I gotta click on the clicker. This is an alleyway, and this is an alleyway as well.
Yeah. So he's gonna try and climb up here and like climb up to like the roof of this building, sort of thing.
Okay. First, roll me a d10. 9. All right. So this building is like one of the sort of taller ones around here. So he could probably get up to a height of like maybe 25 feet, but it would require him to effectively use his dash action to double climb and get up there.
Yeah. He'll do that because he's got his bonus action that he
All
can
right.
throw out
So
there.
athletics check to climb the building. Or if you want to be really cool, and because there are two walls right next to each other, you could straight up, like, if anybody
Mario
ever
jump?
remembers the game Strider from like the late 90s, where you could jump
do.
back and forth across the walls. It was like the first game you could bounce back and forth between walls to get to a higher level. I would allow an acrobatics from a rogue such as Loki.
All right, Strider.
You don't remember
Okay,
Strider?
early. Oh no, that's
So
before I was able to get that sort of stuff on my own for my time. So maybe it was, because I was going Mario 64. Anyway.
oh yeah, no, I mean
so,
many games have used the
yeah,
techniques.
but when you were saying it like that was the first one, it's like, yeah, maybe that's the first 3D one. Maybe not. So we're definitely gonna go for that.
I had a feeling.
And so that's gonna be a. What am I doing for a check? Dex.
No. So this would be an acrobatics. So it's dex based, but acrobat instead of strength based. All right, with a
Yeah, he
7.
slips on the snow. He doesn't
Well,
even get
with
to the
this,
top of it.
because you were dashing, I'm going to say that you are. Give me a dex save. This time a dex save. Yeah, so you make it halfway up the building. So you're about 15 feet up. Maybe it's ice was on the ledge as you like went to jump to the next one, and you slipped, but you were able to grab it and pull yourself back up to like a windowsill. So you're about 15 feet up.
All right, cool. He's gonna be there.
All right. I would like somebody to roll me, as it is now the dragon's turn, a d4 and a d4. But before anybody does that, I'm just going to do this. All right. Roll me 2d4, somebody.
I'll do it if nobody else wants to.
And one more. Okay. Everybody who is readied in action will be able to take your actions, don't worry. But emerging from right here onto the map, the Charlatan dragon appears and starts to move this way. But yeah, I'm going to move it right there. No, I think I'm going to move it right to here. I just want to make sure I can do this. Oh, yeah, I can do this. Okay. The Charlatan dragon moves right there. First thing that's going to happen is everybody who readied an action. I know for a fact Novakri did. I think Ziada, I don't know that you readied an action because didn't you have to move and then climb, and that was a double move to get there?
I don't. It wasn't a double move. I know after the fact, I was thinking about the fact that I'm like, I probably should have said to react when that thing got here, because all I was doing was trying to get there so I could shoot
That's
when
fine.
it came around. But
That's fine. The other thing to consider, or the other thing that I will ask is, did people, specifically you, did you take munition from Loki's quiver? Because you're now not standing next to him.
yeah, we definitely did that again because we
Okay.
got all the stuff organized, and then Ziada, being able to take 2 shots, had to re-up. a
Okay,
couple.
just make sure you're counting, you're ticking those off because there's
Yep.
only so many. All right, so the dragon's gonna fly there, and then he's gonna do something. But before he does that, anybody with readied actions can take those actions.
DC intelligence, 15 intelligence check
Okay,
or save.
DC. I gotta turn the page to look up an intelligence check. What do I? Oh, I don't have a positive to this. So right, and then yep. So it's just going to be a straight roll. Nailed it on the number.
You don't have a positive.
You said I thought you said a DC 11.
DC 15.
Or no, DC intelligence. What was the save?
Intelligence save.
I'm sorry, no, the save, but the save was 15. I just saw that the save was 15. So the dragon fails it, and then whatever
And
you
so
were
did
about
the
to
DM.
do, but whatever you do doesn't have an effect. As if it had some kind of, I don't know, ability to negate something.
Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. He doesn't
All
even
right,
take damage.
does not take any damage. Well, if you save, what happens?
Just 11 points of damage, and he has to take some off his next saving throw.
No. What I'm saying is, if the save was made, you take 11 damage, or there's no damage on the save.
No damage. It's a cantrip.
Okay, so it decides to not take that damage, and nothing happens.
Was this like a cold weapon? What was this?
It's supposed to be psychic.
Oh, psychic. Oh, we only knew that it was immune to cold and poison. Apparently
Correct. So
also
it is.
psychic.
So I will tell you guys, there are certain creatures that have the ability to resist things so many times per day, and can just choose to say, if a failed check happens, no, I passed that check. This is one of those creatures.
Gotcha.
So
So-
his lair action is pretty much the 10 downs.
So I think his lair action is to just really annoy people. Ziada, you rolled a 12. Are you firing with? It was within range, so you just a straight 12, and that's a miss, right?
Yeah, that's a whiff. Yep.
All right. If you readied an attack action, though, and you have multiple attacks, didn't we decide last time that you could take both attacks?
No, because it's you use your reaction to use that, and so regardless of the number that you have,
Yes.
your reaction only allows you to get the one.
Mhm.
I get that, but I also think that you are waiting. All right. You know what? Like, that's fine. I think that that's fair. But in that case, the dragon is going to need everybody. Hold on. I just got to, get out the marker again. Snap to center. The dragon is going to need, well, no, before that happens, I need somebody to roll me 3d6 plus 6.
Got it.
This is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. All right. As the dragon gets up there, Villain points her wand at it again, and 2 more charges of magic missile fires out of the end of it, dealing 16 points of undefendable damage to the dragon. Pew pew! And then she tries to duck back into the shadows. And then I need everybody, including Villain, to give me a DC 16 Wisdom save. Nolan, you definitely pass. Ziada, you were safe. I'm sorry, you were outside the range. You're fine. I see a 1. Who rolled the 1?
Nobody.
1? I don't see a 1.
I see a 1 on the screen. Who rolled a 1?
I don't see a 1.
Yeah, it's weird because I only rolled one time, and it was not supposed to.
I don't see a 1.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, I
I
don't
see a
know.
21, an 11, a 10, and an 18, and now a 15.
Oh no! So dice showed up on my screen, red dice, which are usually when Novakri or when Kevin rolls, and there was a 17 and there was a 1 as well, and that's why I was like, who rolled the 1? All right, who did not get a 15 or better?
Me.
I'm sorry, a 16 or better.
Me.
So Rothgar, and then somebody needs to roll for Loki.
You got an 18. Loki's up there.
Oh, okay. So Rothgar, this sort of malignant presence presses out from the dragon as it flies over. This is an effect the dragon has that it has not yet brought into your knowledge as part of its abilities. But this presence pushes itself into the minds of everybody except for Ziada because she was just outside of its range. And you all fight the urge of this sort of like uncontrollable, just sort of like psychic link to the dragon in which it was going to tell you what to do, except for Rothgar. Rothgar, you must fixate on another creature or object that the dragon mentally chooses and must, on each of your turns, move as close as you can to that target and use your action to make a melee attack against it. If the dragon doesn't choose a target, the charmed creature can act normally on its turn. You are allowed to make another save against this at the end of your next turn and every turn therein. And once you pass it, you are immune to the presence once being controlled by it. And the dragon, as it opens its mouth to breathe fire, because this is something else it can do, it says, "You should destroy the elf."
Uh-oh.
Now, what's really fun about this is there's 2 elves.
Oh.
There's one trapped under a log, and there's another one that's part of your party. And I'm not going to be more specific. But what I am going to do right now is breathe fire on Novakri and Dolan. And you guys both need to give me a saving throw.
Dexterity?
Dex saving throw. DC 16.
Half damage
That's
is still going to hurt.
not what I meant to do, but I will make a mark of that. And then we're going to go. So, wait a minute. So it rolled another one. So I don't know why it just did that again. That's weird. But we're going to minus that because it wasn't that. So, all right. So, what did 6, 8? Okay. What did everybody get for a save?
I failed.
23.
So weird why none of that showed up on my screen.
It may be in the spam.
No. Novakri, you got a 23. I thought you said that you got a 3. All right. On a save, Novakri, you are going to take 9 points of damage because it was an 18 total. I rolled way more dice than I had to and rolled pretty shitty on all of them. And then Harvest, you are going to take the full 18 points of damage. It is radiant damage if there is anything that makes you immune to that. And then the dragon stops right where it is because it has not been able to fly away based on movement. So, do this descending. Top of the aisle, Villain is going to try and make herself scarce because there's a fucking dragon. So she's going to peace out for a minute. And it's going to go to Novakri. Novakri, what are you doing?
Is what's on Sorry. Is what's on Rothgar? Oh, is that a charm or frightened?
It is a charm effect, but you are not aware that he is charmed.
Okay. Okay. 20 does it hit?
20 is a hit.
Okay, so 17 radiant. Divide that by half. 8 radiant damage.
Yep, that is a hit. You deal 8 points of damage to it. And the dragon, like you see it, like it clips it underneath one of its wings. It was just starting to like fly away from you guys, and it sort of turns its head and growls back at you guys. Are you going to do anything else in your turn?
If I get behind one of these, well, one sec. I guess right there. Hopefully, try to obscure something.
Yeah. So I mean, unless the dragon passes directly over your head, like you guys were basic like the D decided where it was going to fly through, and you and Harvest were basically the only two that were out in the open enough that it could try to target both of you. So that's why I did it. Okay, so you move there. Anything else on your turn, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Ziada, you're up. It is your turn. Dragon is within first range increment. That's not going to do it. Oh, but that is.
All right, cool. All right, can you roll me a crit? Damn. Oh shit.
Wow.
It didn't add it, which is funny.
Yeah,
But
so that would be 12, 13 points of damage?
I believe 14.
Just
Because
because
of
you're
the
adding
ammo.
your. Oh, gotcha. So, well, it's 12. So a D6 and a D6. So 12 plus 1 would be 13, or is there an additional plus 1?
And then there's an additional +1 because it's the +1 from the thing.
Oh, wait. So your range,
The
your
quiver.
dex is adding to the damage, and then the plus 1
No.
is adding.
Well, yeah, it is of nothing, but like it's the magical effect of the arrow itself, because I got it from the quiver.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if the damage from the arrow is 6 and then 6 again because it's a crit, that's 12, and then 13 because of the plus 1 munition. I don't know where the other plus 1's coming from.
From the bow.
Oh, the bow is a plus 1 short bow. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know you had a plus 1 short bow. Sorry.
The quiver.
You pulled the short bow out and it became a plus 1 bow. I understand now. Okay. Is that I don't think wait. I think it's only the projectiles that are a plus 1. I don't think the weapons are. Or does it make the weapons magical? Like the
I mean,
javelins, the bolts, and the arrows, yes. I don't think the bows become magical. You know what? I'm gonna mark 14 down. Take a look at the quiver as we keep this moving. And I mean it's a difference of a point, but I just want to make sure I've got it down. Okay. And so that was your 2 shots. Are you going to do anything else or move on your turn?
no, I'm good here for now.
Okay. All right. It goes to Rothgar. Rothgar, you have been commanded to get the elf. You have to move and make a melee attack. It is not a full attack, but it is one melee attack against the elf. And then you can try to make another wisdom save to break free from this effect.
Sorry, Harvest.
Why did you choose me when you were staring at an elf already?
Because
Chris
you're
is
less likely to get killed.
Chris is really upset about the hiatus too.
Well, I thought it was the
I'll
watching
give you a hiatus.
That's what your instead of I forget what your halbert's called. You should just call it hiatus.
The fickle fortune.
Hiatus
Fickle
from
fortune
life.
is now called. Yes. Oh man. Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, my dex is higher than Rothgar's, so I really should be able to him.
Okay.
So, all right, you can go before him, but you do not know that he is charmed, and
Yeah.
so unless
He wouldn't have moved yet. He would have still been in that building.
that is correct. So, Chris, you can put yourself back there.
I would like to cast Earthbind on the dragon.
Okay, and I have to give you what kind of save?
A strength save.
Strength save. Okay, so
And you need to roll a 1.
and I need to roll a 1. Well, let's see what happens. I don't. I think even if I roll a 1, I might still pass.
Yeah. Okay. That was what I was wondering.
But I definitely passed it with a 26.
If you rolled a 1, you would not pass. If you're a plus.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Okay. Now that I know that didn't work.
Loki's wisdom fucking pre-fortune thing. He gets the 2 die.
What does that do?
Oh, I'm just throwing them out there because it's his like predetermination thing that he gets from the wizard.
Oh yeah. So does he store those two and then he can just supplement them at some point?
At any point, I can throw out a 7 or an 18 in
Okay.
place of one of the other things.
Cool. And is it just for you, or can it be for party members? Or
I'll find out, but yeah, it can be for other people.
all right, cool. And then in the interim,
any
sorry.
D20 roll, any D20 roll,
Yeah, just replace
including crits.
All right, and then do me a favor and just double check on the short bow from the quiver, just in case.
I wasn't seeing anything saying that it would be +1, so it would just be the 13.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll change that to that. Okay. All right. I just passed that thing from Harvest. Harvest, you cast that spell, moved. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape.
Ooh. What are you turning into this time?
I think I'm gonna be. I have to find my creatures. Give me a second, but I think it's bear.
A bear? Okay.
I just. There we go. Nope, it's not a bear. It's a direwolf again. It wins every time. Hold on.
But she won't be an elf.
But I won't be an elf, exactly. Yep, direwolf it is.
Oh man, I just found something really cool for a spider. I don't know how that turns into a dire wolf. Thanks. I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand the search bar in Roll20. Hey, can I see a picture of a dire wolf? Oh, you mean a giant tarantula? No, that's not what I meant at all.
Maybe I should be a giant spider.
And I will give Dolan control of that.
I'm going to change it to a giant spider. That's a good idea, Tom.
God damn it, really?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. All right, well, as I'm trying to find a giant spider again, it's Rothgar's turn. Rothgar, what I would like you to do is I start your movement out and then give me Give me a wisdom check. No, not a wisdom check. Give me a perception check.
All right. So before I do any of that, I do have a question.
Yep.
You said, I think it was either the last game or the game before, that I got a. Shit, what the hell was it? I just had it on the tip of my tongue, too. An inspiration.
Yes.
Am I able to use that to re-roll the save?
You would only be able to add to it. And because we've moved past it, I'm going to say no. But when you make your save at the end of this round, if you need to use it, you can use it.
It's inspiration is to grant advantage.
Yeah, it was a DM.
I thought inspiration was a D size that you could add to the roll.
No, it's you grant them advantage.
Yeah, you gave the inspiration. It's not a bardic inspiration. It's a DM inspiration.
Gotcha. In that case, you will have advantage on if you want to use it. Like roll first and then see if you need it, and then you could use the inspiration to re-roll if need be.
All right, you need a wisdom check or a save?
Well, first, I want you to move out like you were going to go attack Harvest, because that's what you were going to do before Harvest went. Shouldn't I go first?
Well, you can't, really blame her.
You know what? It was a good call. I was really hoping for something else, but oh well.
Nice.
I'll be honest. I'm trying to murder you guys. That's what I do.
You've got one job, Tom.
One job. And so as you get out there, give me that save. I'm trying to pull something up because somebody wanted to be a goddamn spider.
All right, so again, is it a wisdom check or a wisdom save?
I wanted you to give me a perception check as you got out there. And then tell me what you get.
18.
Okay. You see a wolf. You see fire. Well, maybe, yeah, I'll say you see the wolf. You see Novakri, but you do not see a party member elf. You can do what you want on your turn.
All right, well, I don't feel like double moving because it didn't have to, so I'm not going back after the trapped elf. I'm going to take my roll to see if I can break this.
So technically, I just wanted you to make the check there. So if you wanted to go back and help the elf, you could do that on your turn, and then at the end of your turn, try to break the thing.
I think I'd rather try to break it and end my turn and try and break it than to keep moving.
So what I'm saying is, you can do whatever you want on your turn. You can't try to break it until the end of your turn.
Yes, I know that. But I don't. But if I have enough faculties available to me, I don't want to go over to the elf, any closer. If I fail the check and then go, oh, guess what, dead.
So he's ending his turn now.
I understand. I'm sorry. I thought you still wanted to do something. Okay. Yep. And so you can try. Give me a wisdom save. An 18. Oh no, a wisdom save of a 17 is enough, and you are now immune to what is known as a malevolent presence for the next 24 hours. And that is your turn. Harvest already went. I didn't get to do any more damage to her. It is Loki's turn. Loki, hanging on the side of a window, what are you going to do?
We're going to try and get all the way up to the top there.
All right. You can either do an athletics or an acrobatics again.
Acrobatics. 20.
Perfect. You're up on top. You just used your move to do it.
Sick. So with that, he's gonna go for a short bow attack. Jesus. 16.
16 is a
17.
miss. 17 is a miss.
Yeah, I thought so. All right. And he only gets the one attack, so.
All right.
But what he will
Um,
do is try and hide as a bonus action, since he does have that.
Okay.
Kind of.
I'm not even. You know what? Maybe I'll make the dragon make a save just for shits and giggles,
He
but
just
probably not. You just evaporate
he
into
just
thin air.
drops into the snow and disappears.
Well, no, that's what it looks like. Like his hat falls to the ground, but he's still just—it's like a magician with like misdirection. Like he drops his hat, the dragon looks and sees the hat. It's like, holy shit, he disappeared, and he's still just standing there at the top of the building.
So he's like Drax. He's just moving so slowly. He's
Yeah.
becoming invisible.
I'm standing so still, you can't tell I'm here. I'm talking to you. I know you're here. No, you can't. No, you can't. Okay. It goes to the dragon. The dragon is going to fly off the map. Take off the map. You guys have a round. I am going to try to do one thing though, and that is I'm going to do this. Shit. Okay. However, as the dragon flies off the map, people are suddenly aware of some commotion that's going on, and you guys see townsfolk start emerging from the shadows in various places, and some of them look pretty messed up. Like their eyes are all clouded and like blue and blackish, and they're sort of like moving. They almost look like they're like marionettes or puppets, where like their arms are like sort of jittering and moving around. They all have like sort of just really basic weaponry on them, and as they emerge, they attempt to rush towards who they see and attack them. And so, I'm just going to roll some d20s here, see what happens. I'm not expecting much out of this, but these poor folks have been. So that is definitely a miss on Novakri. Rothgar, does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right. And there's a giant spider. Almost a 14, but no, I'm going to assume an 8 does not hit a giant spider. Does it?
No. You knew it was 13.
You know what? I didn't. I couldn't remember. And so there are 4 of these people that seem to have been affected, townsfolk that seem to have been affected by this malevolent presence. They sort of emerge, and they're all like, and they stagger out of the alleyways and take swings at you guys, and they are on the map. We got to reset this, go back to the top of the order because we need a descending order. And it's Valin's turn. Valin is still hiding in the shadows. It goes to Novakri. Novakri, there's some weirdo with blue eyes just took a swing at you with a club. What do you do?
1 second.
Point your laser rifle at the side of this poor commoner's head. And
Kick him in the nards.
Would they
Don't
otherwise
have
be?
nards. Kick him
No,
in the
because
nards.
then he has disadvantage.
it's
Would
a ranged weapon, yeah.
Would they otherwise be considered friendly creatures?
If they weren't charmed, they would be friendly creatures, yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna move there, make an off attack.
I'll be right back.
All right. Get an opportunity attack. I got to click on that button. Come on, mouse, do the thing. Definitely not a hit. Wow, these guys are definitely commoners. Yep. Takes a swing at you with its club, doesn't hit you.
Okay. Action is I'm going to start a counter charm.
Oh, all right. What does this do?
Perform until the end of my next turn. During that time, any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear gain advantage on any saving throws against frightened or charmed.
Okay. I am going to give you that save. I just need to know it's wisdom based, you said?
No, it's advantage to their save to break out of this thing.
Okay. So at the end of their next turn they will try to break out of it. And they will have
advantage.
They will have advantage. Okay. So you moved, you cast a spell. Are you doing anything else? Or actually you didn't cast a spell. I think that's an innate ability, isn't it?
It's a feature, yeah, but it's an action.
Okay. All right. Are you going to do anything else on your turn?
I can't.
All right. Who's next then? It goes to Ziada. Ziada, what are you doing?
If this thing's not not there, then I guess I'll just be hoping it comes back within range and I can shoot it.
Okay.
So I'm just prepared.
Ready in action. All right. Harvest. There is a messed up looking person in front of you. What do you do?
Pew pew.
Wow. I didn't know that spiders had lasers.
Yeah, it's called
There's a
butt
lot of
webbing.
things you don't know.
There's a
about
lot I don't know.
spiders.
Yes. About spiders.
Let me teach you.
Back.
Does a 16 hit?
16 definitely hits.
Okay, he's been webbed. Butt webbed.
He's been butt webbed.
DC 12 strength check.
All right. Can he do anything while he's in the web, or is he just totally stuck there?
He's restrained, but he has to make a DC 12 strength check to see if he's actually stuck in the
Okay. Right now or on his turn?
right now.
Right now. Okay. Let's see what we got. Boom.
I don't know where my restrained is. So he fails.
I was just gonna say it's a straight 11. They did no bonus.
So he's restrained, whatever that means. And I'm pretty sure it means he can't attack me. So I'm moving. I'm climbing up the wall.
All right, cool. I'm just seeing if I have a picture of the. I don't think I do. I'll have to try to find a picture of it. I just want to. It's some pretty cool art for like the townsfolk coming out. But all right, you climb a wall. Give me. You have spider climb, so you don't even need.
I don't have to give you shit.
I have to give you poop. All right, Rothgar, it is your turn. There is a messed up townsfolk person in front of you, and there's also that poor elven woman that you ran away from going, please help me. Why did you leave?
All right, shut it. I have a question. Did he attack me when
He
I
did.
stepped away?
Wait, when you step away, does he attack you?
When I stepped away, did he attack?
No. He only attacked when he emerged on the scene.
So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, but I still would have an attack of opportunity when he got close to me.
So you did. You know what? You probably should have, but we're moving forward.
Can I specify non-lethal damage?
Can you do non-lethal damage with a lethal weapon?
Well, I could do it with the butt end of it.
You said but. All right, sure.
Tom. So I'll do my unarmed strike first. I'm assuming a 21 hits.
Definitely hits.
And 6 points of damage.
All right,
Is it
6 points of
knocked off?
damage. Let me double check. Oh yeah, he's knocked silly right on his butt. Butt for a butt.
And then take my second action to free the elf.
I don't think you have a second action.
I have 2 attacks.
It's an attack is a full round action. You can't divide it up. But on your next move, you could you actually have you could use your second move action. Oh no, you used a move and an action. Yeah, no, you can't get her out on this turn. But you're there to help her next turn. She's like, please don't leave me again. Also, my leg, it smells of almonds. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I'm very badly hurt. And Loki, what is Loki doing?
You're almost as bad as I am. You know that? Pulling from all these references. I mean, like, we have the awesome powers going now.
Yeah, I go with whatever I got.
I'm not faulting. I'm just observing.
He's invisible right now, so he's good. He's just waiting.
All right, he's waiting. So is there did that work? It didn't work. I just wanted to see. Let's see if this will work. Is there in 5th edition? Oh, all right. I'll figure it out at some point. But is there in 5th edition a delay? Like, can you just delay so if the dragon comes back, you can take your full action, or is it just the reaction? You got to wait for your turn.
It's a
Yeah.
hold action. You can't really ready now, or you can't really hold your action.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
All
like
right.
4th where you could like jump down. At least that's how we had played it. But it's yeah.
All right. Well, it is the dragon's turn, and I need somebody to roll me 2d4 again.
Whoever didn't.
Don't roll a 4, guys.
Somebody.
Fine, I'll do it. How many D4?
2. Roll 1. Dolan rolled 1, so you roll the second one. All right. The dragon emerges here. Why are there 2 Novakris on the map?
She cast multiply.
I mean, if she did, that's cool, but who's this?
That's no
That's
Valkyrie.
the real Novakri.
Is this the fake one then?
Yep. Please stand
All
up.
The real Novakri, please stand up. All right. So the dragon comes in. I'm going to give him a quick perception check. With a 6, he only sees one target, and so he will fly
Well,
to
he gets
about
shot
here.
first, right?
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying that like you guys will have your ability to take your turn. I'm just saying he moves to right there. Anybody who has the ability to take a shot because they were holding can do so.
All right. Forgot.
How low is this dragon flying?
Dragon is about 60 feet up in the air.
Oh, that's beautiful.
A 26 is a hit.
Yeah.
Was that a total of 17? I'm sorry, 18 damage from Loki.
If he could get his sneak attack, but where it's not his turn, I don't know if he gets that.
Well, he would surprise. I'm going to give him the sneak attack because he was hidden and he just like he gave up the hide to attack. So yeah.
Then that would be 18 and Ziada missed.
All right, 18. Do some quick math. Quick math. Okay. Did anybody else have a readied action or no? Oh yeah, they did. Valen is going to emerge from a different set of shadows. She's going to poke her head out right here and go pew and throw. Somebody roll another. What is it? 3d6 normally, so another 2 charges. So 6d4 plus 6. Wow. All right, and with that, the dragon roars and changes its mind and lands right here next to Novakri and is going to do a full attack on her because she is the only person it could see.
All right. Well, I have a held action. I want to, call my friend the Elemenster, and he's going to cast a meteor swarm.
Oh snap! I forgot about that whole Elminster like friend of a friend kind of thing.
Yep.
Nope,
I
can't do that.
think Navakri is about to
Oh,
tell
the
you.
friend.
Actually, no. I was the fire one. That one was
All right.
that was the real Navakri. Whoops, I messed up.
So Novakri, I feel like you're probably going to go down on this because here comes 3 attacks.
Oh,
Does a 12 hit you? I'm sorry, a 23 will hit you. Does a 16 hit you?
Yep.
Oh my god. So that is 46. Okay. These are the 2 claws. The 2 claws do 18 points of damage to you. And then the tail is, yep, that's right. There's another 13 points of damage to you.
Yeah, I'm
Still
down.
up? You down?
Yep.
And the dragon roars and it says, it just like raises its head and it says, "You will not stop me from destroying these towns." However, I do have to put another mark on this dragon because a couple of those hits brought it down to bloodied. All right, that was the dragon's turn. The commoners, one of them is down and out. This one doesn't know what to do, so it just sort of moves up to here. This one kind of moves around over to here. This one doesn't know what to do, so it stays right there. And then I'm going to roll a check for it. Everybody, they need to get... What do they need to get? They need to get a 16. And I've got 4 on your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. All right. All of them fail. I'm going to roll the first one again just in case. All, even with advantage, fail. So all of them are still under the influence and just on the map. And the dragon, like out loud, just says, "Find them." And they start to like continue to mill around trying to figure out where to go, except for the one that is unconscious right now. All right. That was their turn. Valen disappears back into the shadows. Also, she kind of goes, "I don't have much left." And it goes to Novakri. Novakri, give me 2 death saving throws. Oh, no, you did 1, so 1 passed. Give me another one.
I have to say, damn.
Oh, we got a mark in both columns. All right, Ziada, you're up. Also, I think you're muted.
Oh, I thought I had unmuted, so wrong way. So I'm probably gonna look to probably head down. Let me check something real quick. I don't know if that would work. Probably wouldn't, but yeah. So I'm gonna run and kind of slide down and try and get down to here. What would that take?
Give me a deck save. A deck save or an acrobatics, whichever is better for you.
Yeah.
All right. You land and kind of bash your knee and take 2 points of damage, but you can continue moving. And because you just kind of stepped off the edge, you're able to continue your move. Know that there is one of these sort of like possessed commoners kind of right in front of you right now.
Yep. So I should be able to get there with the double move.
All right. Yep. Provoking once, so we will resolve this. I highly doubt it's going to hit. Oh, almost a 17, but 9 does not hit you, so it just sort of like swings wildly as you go by and you just duck under it and rush over. You are now directly next to Nuvakri and the dragon. Is there anything else you want to do or can do?
I would like to
Also, this one's webbed. I'm sorry, Dolan. He did not make he did not pass his check, and he was stuck there. So sorry about that.
I'm going to just put I think I have a spell so that I can attack and have a magical weapon. So that's the one I'm looking to see.
Bonus action to make your weapon magical kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we'll leave it at that, and then if you can do it when it is your turn next, you can do that. Harvest, you are up. You ran away. The dragon's far away from you. What are you gonna do?
Okay, it's my last chance. I'm gonna try to earthbind that roll a 1.
My knees are shaky, palms sweaty, mom's spaghetti. D20. 19 for a 30.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. As a bonus action, I have to drop Wild Shape, and then I cast Earthbind.
Right, let's get this stupid tarantula off.
Keep him handy. Keep him handy. He's not the last you've seen of him.
I can hope.
Wild Shape and Earthbind, and I'm on a roof. And so that was it. Movement. Over here in like it's not doing anything. Like oh, that's why. This area. This is all wall, yeah?
It's like another building on the other side of the street.
Okay. So this is alleyway between me and there.
Yeah, so you're basically like on top of the building that you're standing on right now. You kind of climbed up the ledge and you're up there. This is a streetway that's got snow on either side of it, and then where that snow is next to is the wall of another building that's over there.
Okay. Then that's my turn for now.
Okay. All right, Rothgar. There's an elf stuck down there. What are you gonna do?
But can I clearly see the dragon?
You can clearly see the dragon. Yes.
All right, then I'm going to whip some javelins at it. And
This poor elf. You have run in, about to save her, run out, run back in, about to save her, and now you're just like, "Fuck you, dragon!"
well, yeah, hello. It's called immediate danger.
I'm not saying you do the wrong thing. I'm just saying what she's seen.
And
All
I
right,
did because I thought Rothgar had it.
you are outside your first range increment for the javelins because I believe it's 30 feet is the first range.
30 and 120.
Right. So if you throw 2, it would be with disadvantage for both of them. But if you moved, you could throw both and have just straight one-time rolls with them.
Oops! Before I do that,
just I'm trying to give you your options. That's all.
I appreciate it, and I'm still trying to. So I'm gonna just tell her to sit.
Yeah,
tight.
right. Yeah, right there, or one back. I think Kevin. It looks like Kevin drew it out for you where you could go to, or somebody
Don't
drew it
go
out for you.
anywhere.
I did.
Okay. I mean, you could always run out and try to throw the javelins at Novakri. I mean, you could do
Yeah,
that.
I could, but I'm not going to. So shut it.
All right. So you can. Yep, you can throw 2 javelins.
Yep. Nope.
That is a miss. That is a miss. Fuck. So you just go back and you're like, yeah, and they just like fall right in front of it and be like, ting, 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 on the ground. The magic being removed from them. You gonna do anything else in your turn? Maybe go back and tell the elf, wait right here. I'll be right back. You do have a little bit more movement, so if you wanted to move in a direction or whatever, you could do that because I think you only moved about 20 feet.
No.
All right. It is Loki's turn. Originally, I was going to say that because of the flames and because of all the stuff going on, the dragon might have some cover from Loki. And then I went, this is a huge creature. It is clearly taller than most of the buildings. So no, it will not get any partial cover. However, Loki has emerged and is not hidden currently, but does have an ally within 5 feet.
Yes. A conscious one.
Yeah, I was going to say a conscious one, yes.
He's going to try and shoot this thing.
All right.
Nice.
25 is definitely a hit.
All right, and so that means 13, 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Okay.
And he's going to try and hide in like the crevices of the roof there.
Yeah, so roll a hide check, sure.
Did you? Was that? Okay.
I mean, I might give a perception check to the dragon on that one, but we'll see. We'll see what happens because there is somebody right in his face. All right. It goes to the dragon. The dragon has an enemy right in front of him. He could try to malevolent presence people again, or I could just try to attack. I think I'm just going to try to attack. I'm going to attack. I'm going to try to attack Ziada 3 times. So here we go. 3d20 plus 11 to each of these. Actually, no. Hold on. I gotta make sure I got this straight. It is 4d20 because the dragon is not flying right now. He gets an additional wing attack. All right. Oh, 2 2s. So 2 of those are not hits, but I'm going to assume a 20 and a 22 hit. Yes.
Mute. No, I had muted. So the 11. You know what? The 2 2s definitely miss.
Yes. Yep.
And then, where am I sitting? I'm at 20, I think. So 20. So, is it a hit on the number? Is the
Yeah.
hit?
For this game,
Yeah.
yeah, it's hitting on the number. And so the 20. So one of those is an 11. 9 plus 11 is a 20, and the other is a 22. So 2 hits. So you
Yep.
get 1 claw, and you get the wing strike that it can make when it's not flying. So the claw is 2d6 plus 7.
The claw. It is our master.
Claw. All right, so you take 15 points of damage from the claw, and then the wings are 2d4 plus 7. All right, so you take a total of 27 points of damage from those 2 strikes. And the dragon is going to see if it can recharge its breath. Let's see. Yeah! Breath is back for next round. All right, the commoners are going to go. You're up on a roof, so it can't
Were
get
those
you.
just like regular like piercing or slashing or whatever?
So the first one is yes. So the first one is slashing damage, and then the wings are bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
If you
cool.
have if you have resistance to any of that.
Not those ones.
All right. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm not going to make him walk through the fire, so he's going to stop right there. This guy, though, 5, 10, 15, 20, can get there. That guy is out cold. I need to roll a strength save just to see if I can get out of this web. Oh, doesn't do it. So no. All right. So one of them is going to get a chance to take a swing at Ziada. And a 16 is not going to do it. And so that is the commoner's turn. And then I'm going to give them a chance to break out of this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just all going to wake up and shut their pants. Nope. They all fail again. So they are all still manipulated by this. And it goes to Velin. Velin is she's somewhere in the shadows. Novakri, give me a death saving throw.
Close enough for government work.
That is a save. You've got 2 saves. All right. Ziada, your turn. You're starting to get swarmed by stuff and things over here.
All right, so I'm here to kill this dragon. So that's what I intend to do. So I have that. My sword is all beefed up. So that's a 17. So that's not gonna hit.
17 is not a hit.
Nah, 20.
I was going to say a 19 is the number, but a 20 does it too.
All right, that's gonna be 11. Nice. I always like that. Getting that.
So I hate it when
lower
you
die.
roll damage die because of all the die that
Oh.
roll, and I'm just like, shit.
Absolutely. I get that because it's just like, holy shit, what am I doing? Oh, okay, that's just like every possible die that could be rolled ever. But I
mean,
like when the slashing on the one hand is higher. The
than the
damage.
2 hand. Yeah.
It's just like, oh, and the shield.
All right, you come across and you like cut into this thing's neck as it's looking at you, and it like you feel the blade like find a hollow between those plates, and it presses through, and this gout of like it looks like light drips out from inside the dragon, and you can see that this is starting to happen on like wounds across the creature's body. But as you do that and strike into it, the dragon roars and turns around and attempts to hit you with its tail. Oh yeah, and that is going to be some damage.
I thought the dragon already had its turn.
Dragon has some reactions about stuff, so that is 15 points of damage as the tail whacks into you. All right. Harvest, you are up. Looks like Ziada's getting some poop.
Did you catch the 8 extra damage from the smite?
I did not, but I'll put that down right now.
All right. Could I also try and bash this thing with the shield as a bonus action?
Sure. You only took your two strikes, so sure.
Actually, I don't know if it would do anything because I wouldn't be able to knock it over or anything because it's huge, right?
Right. It's more than it's two size categories larger than you.
And then I mean, my damage isn't gonna be able to. I wouldn't be able to do anything because it's not magical damage.
I mean, if you hit it, I'll say you could try, like, you do your shield bash where you're not going to be able to knock it over, but you might be able to do some damage to it. I mean, even if it's a point of damage, it's a point of damage.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a hit. So it doesn't. So you take a swing and the dragon, it just just kind of shears across the Chardon scales, and the dragon doesn't even take notice of it. Harvest, you moved up a little bit. What are you going to do?
Nothing.
What did you do or try to do?
I attempted to shoot it with my longbow.
Don't you have lightning bolt?
A lightning I thought was a second, which I used.
All right.
No, oh yeah, I have call lightning.
Well, things to think about. But okay, so you moved, you took a shot, didn't work. Are you going to do anything else?
Nope.
Hey, Rothgar, you're up. Behind you, you hear the mewling sounds of this wounded elf who's like, "Please don't leave me again."
Oops. Is that where I want to be? All right, so my move.
Yep.
I'm going back to what I normally do: hack and slash.
All right. Are you doing non-lethal still?
No,
All
that's not
right.
going to cut it.
So hold on. Before we say, "Oh no, that didn't hit," you are flanking with an ally, so you have advantage right now.
Oh, so I can re-roll that?
Yeah.
Nope.
That is not a hit.
Hey,
You
Kev.
also have an inspiration you didn't use yet.
You can't have double advantage.
Yeah.
Don't you have that 18 sitting on Loki's portent?
Ooh.
What? Where?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well, that might be the one.
What are you just saying? Because I didn't hear you.
I was asking if Kevin had the portent dice from Loki's character. He has a 7 and an 18, so might be able to replace one of those.
Yeah. That's We'll give the die an 18, so that's a 26.
That was a hit. I mean, we're not gonna clearly the damage has already been rolled, but would you have done that on the 9, or would you have tried to do it immediately on the 17?
I mean, it
me?
wouldn't matter because it's advantage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the advantage.
Well, that's what I'm saying is would you have replaced the 17 total with an 18 just so a hit happened, or would you have waited to see if advantage would have done it without the replacement? That's the question.
I would have waited because if the advantage took care of it, then there's
All right,
nothing to
so
replace.
So in that case, it does 13 points of damage. 12 plus 1, right, Chris?
So we're doing it on the 9.
Yes. So the 9. So the 1 becomes an 18 plus 8 is 26, and so 26 is a hit. 12 points of slashing damage plus 1 weapon, so 13 points of damage. Correct.
To start with, yes.
Okay. First attack. Go again.
I'm not done yet with that same attack.
That's what I mean. Keep going.
Since I landed the hit, I'm going to use the superiority dice. So it's going to
Oh,
add an extra D8 damage to that.
roll a 1.
6.
Yeah, could have done with a 1, but
Yeah,
okay.
you could have, but I didn't. Let's see. Let me just take a quick look here, real quick, because I don't think that I could do anything given the size. All right, so the maneuvers I have aren't going to really work in this particular scenario, so I will hit with the follow-up butt strike.
Wait, you didn't? Don't you have 2 attacks and then the butt strike, or are you just following up with the butt strike?
I have 2 attacks, but I get the butt strike, and it's usually like attack, then the unarmed strike, and then the
Okay,
butt strike.
all right.
Or not the
So
butt strike, and then the second attack. It's slash bash slash.
gotcha, but you still have advantage. So roll that again. A 14 is not a hit.
Shit.
That is a hit. So that's 6 points of damage.
No. Since that's
No.
a successful hit, I'm going to cast another superiority die and add another D8 to that.
Okay, roll a 1. Close. So 7.
And then my regular strike. And we'll remember to do it with advantage this time. And that's a crit.
Oh my god, it's a crit! Oh my
Yay!
god! How much damage?
So crit is what, double?
I think it's
So
already got
I
your.
think it did it for you. So it's 22 points of damage, or 23 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. Holy
Rothgar is swinging for the fences.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm going to take another superiority die since that's a hit.
Okay.
We're going to add another D8 for another 6 points of damage on top of all that.
Rony.
And I think that's all I got.
All right. As you do that, you first thing I'm going to do is I have to do this. You have brought the dragon to a critical state, and the dragon is going to react by raising its wings and. You saw it do this to the Eagles in Goodmead, and I need everybody around to give me a dex saving throw. Unfortunately, Novakri, you cannot pass this because
I failed.
you are out cold and are going to take 1 failure in the death save from this. But the commoners are not going to pass. Well, you know what? Let's roll. I'm going to roll 2d20 just to see.
Are
But
they just straight rolls, no advantage, disadvantage, anything?
These are dex saving throws. Neither of the commoners passed.
I did.
Rothgar, you passed. Ziada did not. All right. As the dragon flaps its wings mightily to take off up into the sky, everyone who did not pass is going to take some damage. And then because you did pass Rothgar, you're only going to take half of this, and you are not knocked prone. So 12 points of damage. The two commoners are now dead. I can mark that off without any need to check anything. They are dead. Ziada, you still up or are you out? You're also muted.
No, I know. One.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, Jesus. You and I see it now. And Rothgar, you're taking 6 of that. Okay.
Okay.
The dragon does fly up into the air to get to about 30 feet, but provokes an attack of opportunity from both Ziada and Rothgar. However, as you are knocked prone, you have disadvantage, Kevin, on this.
But would his disadvantage be ruled out? Because would we still get the advantage for flanking and all that?
I'm going to say you don't get it because of the reaction that's occurring right now, which is knocking you to the ground. It didn't knock you to the ground, so you don't have disadvantage, but you don't have advantage because your ally is on the ground, prone.
It's disturbing your coordination.
Ah, shit.
All right. And the dragon is like, you have thwarted me twice. I will still continue my mission. And takes off. Well, he's about 30 feet in the air. He can't take off yet. There's somebody who has an opportunity to maybe end this. And his name is Loki the Halfling. I'm going to make a perception check really fast. Do we remember what was rolled before? It was pretty low.
17.
It's looking. So, all right, here we go. I'm not going to add a modifier to it because I can't find the modifier. Does not know Loki is there. Loki is going to have sneak attack on this.
All right, let's do it.
Son of a bitch! I needed that roll. That's a lot of die. Oh my god! How much damage is that?
I don't even fucking know.
I don't
Okay.
know either.
Like, I don't even know, like, if it's doing the math or what's happening. Fuck. Okay.
So 9, 15.
All right, what
So
does he get
24,
for? Because I just want to
25.
make sure, like, what is even supposed to be rolled. Because
No, that's correct. You got the crit, which you rolled ones on, I guess, on the die itself, plus 7, which is the modifier. Then that's 9 plus 5 again, plus the crit 10. Yeah, I mean that's 24 points of damage.
24 plus 1 for the ranged weapon, so 26 points.
I'm just trying to find where
No,
how many
24,
of
25.
his sneak attack. Okay, so it's 2d6. So yeah, it's gonna be 4, and then it's 2 more. Okay, and then 1d6. Okay, so yeah,
So 25 total.
it looks like it.
Okay. So that is not enough to slay the dragon. And the dragon, as it gets to his turn, unless does Loki have anything else as a bonus action or anything he can do?
I'm checking on that now. I don't know.
Does that sneak attack? He had advantage on it.
No, he had advantage on it, but the sneak attack is like he crit on it.
Oh no. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I'm not seeing anything that he'd be able to do.
All right, and so the dragon utters those words and flies away. You can only assume to go destroy the northern part of 10 Towns. You guys came close. So the question is, as it is 11:36 right now, where will you go next? And you don't have to answer right now. But what I will say is your actions in East Haven have saved more than half of the city. And so lives have been spared, but there are definitely going to be lives that are lost through this.
Oh man, I really wish we could get to Cardinaville.
Does any wait before you make that check? No, actually, it would come up to you next. The two people that are down here are still stuck and trapped. These two are dead. Dragon's gone. Commoners. It goes to Vaylin. Vaylin kind of comes out of some of the darkness over here into the light, and it is your turn, Navakri. So you rolled an 8? So where does that put you?
On my feet with 1 hit point.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So many 20s. All right, you're back up, and we will pick this up again next week. Dolan, if you can join us, awesome. I know that you said that a lot of stuff was coming up, and you got to take a hiatus. It is understood. I promise to not attempt to kill your character, but things happen, but I also wanted to say, just in case you do have to take some time off, thank you very, very much for playing with us. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope that you're not gone for too long, because it's great having you.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm planning
Good luck
on.
with the house.
Thank you. I'm planning on being able to join. I wanna finish this dragon thing. I don't want to leave you guys high and dry. So I'm trying to finish the dragon and take the
Hey,
high.
he's not a dragon. It's a fucking crystal turkey.
Yeah, let's stuff him.
I'm gonna laugh if he's got like 2 hit points left on him.
Yeah, he's got more than 2. He definitely has more than 2. But you guys took a lot of damage out of this week. I had two kind of thought processes for this, about how it was going to go, and actions were taken. At that second blast from Vaylin dealing 20 points of damage suddenly, and he couldn't figure out where she was. He needed a target, and Novakri was just there. So, and rolling 4 attacks against Ziada, and rolling a 2 on 2 of those attacks. I mean, Ziada, you had what, 1 hit point left?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, this could have gone very differently, a lot of different ways. So
I was thinking of
good.
making one a miss, but I figured we could save it till later, but it didn't really come up.
Yeah, I would definitely keep that, like make a note of it, just so you got that 7 rolling around just in case.
Yeah.
But
He can cast it again. We're gonna be taking a long rest.
well, that's the other thing for you guys. Yeah, that's the other thing for you guys to think about is, so you know that the
We could
northern
get some
reaches are
potions.
probably, yeah, you guys, like, the northern reaches are kind of out of your reaches to be able to save, but maybe making some checks on the sleigh ride from East Haven to Brinchander, you guys might be able. Some of you might be able to take a rest on that. Also, you've got a week. Look at your spells if you have any spells left. Maybe there's some creative stuff that you can do. Who knows? But good playing, and I will talk to everybody next week.
Thank you much,
Cool.
Tom. Dolan, good luck if we don't see you.
Thank you. Good night.
Cool.
Good
Later,
night,
guys.
everybody.
All right, good luck with the house.
Thank you.